My name is Kristin Wesley, and I'm an artist in Phoenix, Arizona. I'm a mixed media artist, so I use a little bit of whatever I want to use to create things. Right now, I'm doing a lot of metal work, specifically plasma cutting, where I get to use energy and air to move metal. So lots of sculptures, some flame effects, some light features. There are a number of pieces in the Sunny Slope area that were commissioned a couple years ago, so you can head up to that part of the valley and take a look at those. And then I also have a tattoo studio in at my shop. I am in the process right now of debating about which media and how much different media to use, right? If there was a way to involve my street art, my tattoo designs, and some metalwork in this project, I would love to combine that all together. But we'll see if that happens. Right now, I do know that there will be at least one friendly flower on there, which was a street art project that began a number of years ago. But it's something that people have come to recognize and see as something typical of my work, but also something that makes them smile. And so I like to include that whenever I can. So a lot of my work, whether it is directly depicting, plants or flowers, it probably still has some reference to growth and challenge and blossoming. Well, and a lot of my work is repurposed materials. So it's literally taking these, oil barrels and things that have had a very difficult, dirty, industrial sort of life and recreating them to be lighter, to literally share light with the world, to kind of hold these possibilities for growth and development. So there's like a metaphorical sort of, softening of things, but then also through the physical process of creating with metal, that you're taking something really, really hard, right? And like making it into something else. With a lot of my work, I really like to focus on the possibility, right? And things that have a sense of whimsy or can brighten your day, make you smile. So I hope that that's the effect that this piece will have. Whether it's like the silly, smiling, friendly flower or whether it's, the metal elements, I hope that it is something that viewers will appreciate in an endearing kind of way. It'll stop them, it'll maybe make them giggle, or at least look at life a little bit differently for that moment. When I think about Chingonas, right, I think about powerful, intelligent, capable, independent women. And I like to identify as one of those myself. Not only, am I creating this work, right, in support of similar missions to support women like this, but part of my studio practice is also to empower women through learning about metalwork and having a chance to try that themselves. There's something really empowering about being able to move metal, especially to make it into an organic or kind of flowery shape. I think that that's something that's really great for a lot of people to experience. I think Chingona Souls impacts the Phoenix community in a number of different ways. I am honored to be part of this group and to be one of the Chingona Souls artists this year. It's a new experience for me, and through that I'm learning more about the organization and about the people that really are part of making this happen. What I see is a sense of community and an opportunity to bring people together from various realms of the world, various artistic practices, beliefs, life experiences, cultures, etc., and to find commonality, in this event, this celebration of togetherness. And I think that in and of itself is something that is valuable to the community. And one of those people who thinks I've always been an artist, right? I've always made things or taken things apart, not always put them back together, right, the same way. But I've always been a creative person, a problem solver, someone who organizes the crayon box by color. I think that, in the journey to become a professional artist, that's taken a number of other careers and family and life, and it's really been quite the journey. When I think about the challenges for artists, I think that sometimes, at least the way my work deals with this, is it's not really about external challenges, but more so internal challenges. Sort of the confidence of being an artist, the willingness to do something different or put yourself out there. And that is something that I think can be really difficult for many people, but that's something that I try to practice for myself, but then also work with other artists, through workshops and mentoring programs, and even just supporting folks in gallery shows, right? To support their journey as artists and support the idea that we all are artists, even if we have to kind of work through that internal belief around that fact. The way that I honor diverse cultural experiences in my artwork is really to honor my own, first off, is to explore my own history and my own feelings about where I've come from, how I exist in the world, right? And represent that in my work. But then also to support other artists in learning and sharing their stories as well. That's one of the things that I really feel grateful that I can do in my work with Roosevelt Artworks and other organizations, either supporting them to create their own or working on projects together. I can learn about them and hear their stories as well. How do I think fashion plays into art and cultural expression? I think that the fashion is such an amazing way for people to express themselves as individuals and as cultures as well. Radical self-expression is a phrase that I have become quite familiar with, and I think fashion is specifically a way to do that in introducing yourself to the world. Being a Chingona means being a powerful, independent, successful woman. And I think that comes across in my art, both in the process of creation, using plasma cutter to move metal, but I also think that empowerment comes through in my work with other people through workshops and gallery shows to help support them in learning and in the process of being a Chingona as well. How do I see myself becoming involved with Chingona Souls, kind of moving forward? This is my first year doing this showcase, and I'm very excited to participate with everybody, and I've already made some wonderful connections and met some amazing people. I'm excited about the future. I'd love to continue participating as an artist. I've done a bunch of event coordination in the past too, though, so there's definitely ideas and thoughts, that we'll see what form they take, I want to thank Chingona Souls for this opportunity, and also thank, let's go with my loving family, my husband Juan, and our Casa de Chaos crew, Juan, Amelia, Winter, and James. I am really excited to congratulate Tanya and Torres Multicultural on their 15th anniversary. It is incredible, it is inspiring to see a female-owned, run business not only last this long, but succeed so well. And I hope that there are many more. Cheers.